Alec!
What? Oh,
What?
you don't say one.
No, you don't say one.
My bad, man.
Flipping, I pressed a button and you're just like, one! I'm like, mm.
Excuse me, princess.
Hey guys, N10
And Alec here.
with another N&A Podcast. Now it's been about, 2 months, but we're back and on a new channel this time.
Yep, we have our brand new N&A Podcast channel specifically for our podcast.
Yeah. So it's exciting, definitely exciting. So we have probably a lot to go over since it's been like 3 months. So what did you do? What have you been up to in the past couple of months?
Honestly, just past like 2 months, I've been nonstop doing schoolwork. It was honestly really stressful. And let's just skip over to that. School ended. I never felt so much better in my entire life. News to everyone else, I quote unquote quit my YouTube channel. So there's also that. And I've begun to do more roles for voice acting. And meeting new friends, going more streaming on Twitch. And that's basically it for my entire few months. And also we saw the PS5 event as well. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So what did you do the past few months?
Well, I've been doing a bunch of different stuff. Of course, school ended, so I was going really, I was just hammering out a bunch of school, hoping, get it done. And it was very stressful, but got it done, so no big deal. And yeah, I've just been kind of enjoying the summer. Been working on a few video projects on the back burner. Got a brand new, well, I say brand new PC, but my PC got a whole bunch of brand new parts and stuff, so I can play more demanding games. Pretty much it. And I've just been enjoying the Nether update the past couple of days. So yeah, so what I've been up to really.
Yeah, that's what we've been messing on a few months now. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, first let's talk about the PlayStation 5, I guess.
Oh yeah, of course. I think you should start.
So a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 or 3, PlayStation or Sony had the PlayStation 5 Future of Gaming show live stream thing. It was basically their stand-in for E3. Probably would have been their E3 presentation if E3 happened this year. And there was quite a lot shown off. There was. We'll talk about the console first. The console it's interesting looking. Like the design is interesting.
It's unique, I gotta say that.
Yeah, it's definitely not like any other console I've ever seen, or any piece of technology really, besides maybe an internet router. And the controller is, different, I guess. It's like as beefy as an Xbox One controller, but it still has the bottom dual sticks, which I don't know how I feel about, because I think the reason why it works so well with the PlayStation 4 controller is because the PlayStation 4 controller is so slim and easy to fit in any size hands, but the Xbox One controller is a beefy monster. It's like so much thicker. So with the thickness of the Xbox controller and the tiny sticks of the PlayStation 4 controller, I don't see it feeling that comfortable because the sticks are so close and they're probably going to be pretty far away from the buttons. Where on the PlayStation 4 controller now, you can just easily slide your thumb from the left or right stick right onto the buttons, right onto the D-pad or the face buttons. So it's gonna be interesting. I think since the controller's so big, it probably should have been the joysticks probably should have been moved to how Nintendo and Microsoft have it. But Sony's wants to be different.
And it pays the price to be different.
It doesn't.
It doesn't at all. Do you want to talk about the games that were in it now?
Yeah, I mean, you go first.
Okay, so I believe the first game that was introduced was not really a game, it's more of a pack thing you'll probably get at PS5. It's the Miles Morales. Is it like a DLC or just be as Miles Morales?
So, Spider-Man Miles Morales, I'm not going to say much about the matter because I have a whole video coming out about it. No, it's not a DLC pack. It's a brand new game.
Oh.
It's a whole new game with a vastly different New York set in Christmas time.
Oh, okay. Because I got very confused on that. I did not know it was a full-on game or it's just like another DLC that you play as Miles.
Yeah, no, it's not DLC. It's full on a brand new game by itself.
Ah, neat.
Yeah, they're completely remodeling New York from the ground up to make it as accurate to Christmas time as possible.
Yeah.
So they're going to change buildings, get rid of buildings that are no longer in the real world there. So they're just changing everything up, making it look nicer.
Yeah.
Cooler.
You want to talk about the games that interest you the most?
So one of the first games shown off that interests me a lot is the next Ratchet and Clank game. I think it's called A Crack in Time.
It's called Rift Apart.
Oh yeah, Rift Apart. It looks interesting. It looks like an animated movie. It really does look like an animated movie, like a DreamWorks or Pixar animated movie. It looks stunning, and the gameplay, like there's so much going on, particles, everything flying across the screen. And there's like no FPS drops, and it's just very beautiful. And the gameplay looks pretty fun and very interesting, like seamless transitions between dimensions, kind of like how in Minecraft single player when you enter another portal, you just no loading screen instantly pop into the nether, kind of like that, but much better.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a female version of Ratchet, which is going to be pretty interesting. I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, nor did I know much about the franchise. I've heard that they're really, really good games, and that the PlayStation 4 game was kind of So I'm excited to play my first Ratchet game. So yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up the other ones before that one, and then dive into that one, which is gonna be pretty good. Hopefully.
The new console generation
Hopefully.
is
A game that interested me like really fast was Stray. Do you remember Stray?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play as a cat in a robotic dystopian world, which is very strange to me because I don't think I played any game where you play on an actual animal, not like a humanoid furry humanoid animal, but just anthropomorphic animal, but full on animal. Like you're just a cat. Like that's kind of cool. I can't get to see that as well.
Yeah, Stray looks pretty interesting. The fact that your task is to go out and collect homeless robot pieces and piece together yourself while getting your memory back because you're apparently a robot cat.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's very, very bizarre, but it seems pretty interesting. We didn't really get any gameplay, but I hope it's going to be something.
Yeah, I hope so too. I don't think I'll be able to get the PS5 because, money, and I don't have that much. But I can't wait to see the gameplay for most of the PS5 games. And I know there's one game I know you want to play. Besides Spider-Man. Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to talk about. So LittleBigPlanet is something that is kind of weird for me. My uncle, I call him Uncle Boob.
Okay.
He had a PlayStation 3. And when I was little, I used to play LittleBigPlanet 2 or 3. I think it was LittleBigPlanet 3 or 2. I can't remember. It was 2 or 3. And I used to play it a lot whenever I went over. Took a 6-hour drive to visit him, and then my other uncle on my dad's side also had a PlayStation 3, and I played some LittleBigPlanet on there too. I remember really enjoying it, and I remember people basically crying for a new LittleBigPlanet game, and it just kind of never happened. So I'm excited to see that Sony remembers Sackboy exists, and I am a sucker for any type of platformer, 2D, 3D. If it's a platformer, I'm probably gonna love it, and Sackboy's adventure. It looks like a Super Mario 3D World style game, and I flipping love Super Mario 3D World. So I'm super excited to get my platformer fixed on PlayStation 5. That's great.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
for me, I've only played one Little Big Planet, and that was on the PS4. I never got really interested in it, and I just kind of stopped playing. But I'm glad that people are really enjoying stuff like that, and I can't wait to see what they have for the future.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully a full-on Little Big Planet 4 or 5 or whichever one they are.
there are also games that we did not like at all. I don't want to name a few, but you probably see in my PS5 event VOD. But there are a few that we didn't like.
Yeah. Some just looked a bit strange.
Yeah, like that Bethesda game. Remember
Yeah.
that one just looked screwy.
Yeah. It was very odd. And there's a game that I'm quite interested in is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. I can't remember the name of it. But I never played Horizon Zero Dawn. I know about it because all I know is that it had dinosaurs in it.
Of course.
And I heard it was a fantastic game. So the gameplay and the trailer that we've seen of the next Horizon game looks really, really good. So I'm tempted to pick up Horizon Zero Dawn on my PS4 and give the series a try. And I'm probably going to give the next game a try too. So that's going to be pretty fun.
Sounds like it. There are really that much. Not other games I was really enjoying, but those main Spider-Man and stuff like that, I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I'm excited for Spider-Man 2. Like I know that's going to come out in the next 2 or 3 years. So that's going to be pretty good because it's been confirmed Miles Morales is not Spider-Man 2. It's not the big Spider-Man project they're working on. It's just a holdover game to hold us over.
It's like Lion King 1.5, you know?
Yeah, just something to hold you over. So
Yeah, exactly. I wanted
that
to
works.
but I wanted to talk about the PS4 games, what games we played, what games we want to play, and how good the PS4 was at the time. And you got anything?
You go first. You have more experience with the PlayStation 4 than I do.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly when I got the PS4, but I started to play, Injustice. Let me think what else. I play a little bit of Fallout sometimes. I played Far Cry 4, Mortal Kombat. I don't know, they're exclusive games. It depends. Like God of War, I love that game. Spider-Man, I love that game. And also the new Last of Us 2. I think all of them are great. They all are completely different. They all hold something in my heart. They're not as because what PS4 is compared to Xbox. PS4 is just maybe a single player to multiplayer game that you would just play localizing, and Xbox is for everybody. Like for Zera, something like that. Not for online. That's what Xbox is. But for years I played for PS4. I loved every single minute of it, even the bad ones.
Yeah, I only got my PlayStation 4 last year. Go figure. I always manage to get consoles as soon as they're phased out.
Yeah.
But yeah, PlayStation 4 is interesting to me because it's brought a lot. I just find the console just and the design and the HUD and everything just really nice, and it's a comfortable console. You can start up a PlayStation, really any of them, and just feel right at home.
Yeah.
Where you play something like a Nintendo console or an Xbox, and either you're going to get a really jarring start and you're like, oh whoa, what is happening here? Or you're gonna get bland, uninteresting, uninspired stuff.
Yeah.
Xbox. Menu wise, the games are pretty much the same. I think the PlayStation 4 definitely has a lot better exclusives. Not as good as Nintendo, but not as bad as Xbox. I think the PlayStation 5 will have even better.
Oh boy.
But I think the PlayStation 4 has really, really good exclusives, especially Spider-Man and God of War. I think the controller is very nice. Now, I was a little bit worried when I first got the PlayStation 4 that I wouldn't like the controller because I don't think I've ever used any controller besides from the Wii Classic controller that has the two joysticks on the bottom instead of one joystick towards the top left and one towards the bottom right. But I ended up really enjoying the feel of the PlayStation 5 controller, and it actually made me end up getting the newest SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom remake on PlayStation 5 just because I felt like a 3D platformer would play better on it, and it really does. The dual sticks at the bottom feel really good when you're playing a 3D platformer, so that was pretty nice. And yeah, I just feel like the PlayStation 5 was a great console. It's gonna be a little sad to see it go, but you know, I'm really excited for the future of just gaming in general and the PlayStation platforms.
Yeah. I want to talk about the graphics difference between PS4 and PS5. I don't think you really much care for that, but I've been looking at that for a while. Last of Us 2 is such a beautiful, realistic game, but if you have something like the PS5 looks with the games that look like a movie, I just can't wait to see those type of graphics be more HD, more 3D audio. I just can't wait for games to look more realistic that like be on the PC than be on a console, which is completely different. I just can't wait to see the future of gaming as well for the graphic reasons.
Yeah, all the everything shown off looked like a full on movie. It was very stunning, especially Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man. They look absolutely stunning. And something I want to bring up real quick is probably one of the last games to come out on the PlayStation 4 this year is going to be Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. This game is okay. So Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I don't really know much about Crash. I'm a fan of the franchise. I don't very much care for the original games that much. They're a little bit too controller snapping for me. It's not like they're so difficult. It's just that it's very cheap some of the time, and I'm not a fan of cheap platformers.
It's not their fault, but yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good games. I do enjoy them still, and I understand why everyone loves them. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4 is pretty interesting because it kind of throws out everything from Crash Wrath of Cortex and onwards all the way up till the Insane Trilogy. Kind of just tosses it out the window, pretends it doesn't exist. Or at least that's what I thought. But apparently recently the main developers behind the good old Spyro Reignited trilogy, great trilogy if you like 3D platformers or collectathons, check it out. It's a fantastic set of 3 games. But the main developers, Toys for Bob, and the developers of Madagascar 2 for the Wii,
Oh boy.
confirmed that this game's gonna have you travel through multiple dimensions and timelines, meeting different crashes within the other game timelines. So that's pretty cool to think that you could meet the Crash from Crash of Titans or Twin Sanity that look completely different from the other crashes and might have a different timeline, which is pretty cool. I can't really think of many other games that have done that. And apparently, the microtransaction concern was wrong. The game has the ability to purchase some skins, and that's about it. There's no major microtransactions in the game, so that's false accusations created against Activision for pretty good reasons. I mean, they're Activision.
Yeah.
But Toys for Bob shut that down, saying, no, there's not going to be any levels, there's not going to be any gameplay stuff. It's just some Crash outfits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to pay for some Crash outfits, go ahead, but you don't have to. Not level packs aren't going to be locked behind DLC, which is okay. If I want a $2 Crash Bandicoot shirt, okay. And if I don't, I don't. You know, it's not bad. It's just a very interesting game. It's probably going to be the last game on the PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 5 comes out, I'm going to guess, sometime in November, and Crash 4 comes out in October 24th, I believe. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last first-party title on the PlayStation 4. Which, way to go out with a bang. You're going to have one of your first-party characters to end an era of gaming. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Another thing is I got some cavities filled.
How was that?
Okay, well, I'll present it in a story time format.
Oh boy, story time.
So dentist offices.
Yes.
You sit down, you wait. They come out, like, call your name, and you walk back. They say, "Okay, sit on this chair." They bend the chair back, lower it, or make it higher, and then they start probing your mouth like freaks. Well, they stuck a needle into my gum for like 2 minutes. Hurt like, I've never felt so much pain before in my life. And then they left. They just left the room. They just got up, left the room. So meanwhile, I'm there, almost brought to tears because of how much it hurt.
Oh my god.
I have a very sensitive mouth, so it didn't help. And they're gone. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, I can't feel my mouth now. My mouth started going extremely numb, and I'm just like, is this where I die? What am I dead? Is this a dream? What's happening? And then finally, after like 10 minutes, they came into the room. Half my mouth is swollen, and I can't feel anything.
Oh my god.
And they're like, oh yeah, we were just waiting for your mouth to get numb. And I was like, why? I was thinking to myself, why'd you leave the room? You had no reason to leave the room. You could have just sat there and waited. You could have just...
I think I'll make it more awkward if you just sat there.
No, if they talked to each other, I would have been fine. Like, I don't really care.
No, for them. Anyways,
who cares about them? They're not the one with the mouth going numb. And like, it was just very weird. I mean, the procedure itself wasn't anything bad. I mean, the lady next to the dentist kept shoving a metal rod in my mouth and like hitting my tongue with it. I was trying to move my tongue out of the way the whole time. I always do. And she kept poking my tongue. I was like, woman, stop poking my tongue. She kept doing it. It almost made me gag a few times.
Gosh. Wow.
And then, I didn't feel anything. Like, the whole procedure was very painless. Besides from the needle, I didn't feel the rest of it. And they gave me, like, this gas, and I was, like, very loopy. Mm-hmm. Then I basically slept for the rest of the day until around 3 o'clock when, all of a sudden, all the numbing wore off, and I... I wanted to cut my head off with a saw and leave it on the floor and kick it across the floor. Jeez. It hurt so bad. It gave me an instant headache. My mouth was throbbing. I could feel my heartbeat in my gums. It was, Then I popped 2 Tylenol, laid down, passed out for another 3 hours, woke up, and I was basically fine. I couldn't open my mouth all the way for 3 days because I had my mouth so widely open.
Yeah.
During the procedure, so I couldn't really open my mouth for very long or very wide, so it was hard to eat dinner. I had to grab tiny bits and, slowly eat it on one side of my mouth. And even now, I can't really chew on the side of my mouth because it's apparently going to be sensitive for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oof.
So of course, now that I can only chew on one side of my mouth, that one side of my mouth is starting to hurt when I chew. So, bottom line, kids, is don't have messed up teeth. You're going to regret it.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do about it, even if I brush my teeth every single day, which I do. That's just kind of a genetic thing. My whole family has messed up teeth. So, if you have messed up teeth, sorry. It's awful. It's not fun. Yeah.
Wow. I'm so sorry. That really does suck.
Yeah, and on July 9th, I have to go back and get 4 cavities done again.
What?
Woohoo!
Why?
What do you mean?
Like, why do you have to do that again?
Because I have 4 more cavities on the other side of my mouth.
Oh, you gotta fill that for more weeks. That is painful.
Yep, it is. At least now I know what to expect, so I can just take Tylenol before I go. That way nothing will be painful, and then I'll know what time it will wear off, and then take it like 2 minutes before it wears off, so that way I don't feel it at all.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
There's not much I can say after that one. All I can say is good luck.
I know it's I don't like it, but yeah, I'm going to Niagara Falls. Did I tell you that?
No, you did not.
Surprise.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm. You know what?
What?
Niagara Falls really isn't that far from where you live.
Wait, is it not?
No,
Where's Niagara Falls?
I don't know.
What?
It's 6 hours. It's 6 hours away from here, so it's quite far.
Huh. Huh.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to Niagara Falls, and we're gonna chill out there for a day or two. Just sightsee, do some things around there.
Yeah.
We're not really traveling because it's still in America, and we're just going to watch water. Of course, we're gonna be safe. We're gonna be wearing gloves and masks. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna be doing that. So no videos on those specific days because I won't be here.
I hope you have fun with your family or wherever you're going with.
Yeah, it's gonna be me, my mom, my stepfather, my baby brother, my grandmother, my grandfather, my sister, her boyfriend, which is a little weird, and my great aunt.
Jeez, everybody's going.
Yeah, basically my entire mom's side of the family's coming.
I'm not
So
used to that. It's usually just me, mom, and my sister to go out.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of people this time, so it's gonna be a nightmare arranging who's sitting in what seat in the cars.
Oh boy.
Because even though we have a van, so it has 3 rows, 2 seats in the front, 2 seats in the middle, and then 3 seats in the back. And I can't sit in the back, or else I get extreme motion sickness. If I can sit in the second row, that's where I normally prefer to sit anyway, it's the second row.
Yeah.
And I get no motion sick. I can play on my Switch, I can read a book, I can look at my phone, don't get motion sick. As soon as I dare just sit in the back, boom, motion sick. I want to throw up.
What about the front?
I don't mind the front, but my grandmother also can't sit in the back because she'll throw up.
Oh.
So I do know that, of course, my sister's boyfriend's going to be riding in her car, and I think my great aunt's going to be riding in her car. And then she can fit one other person, so maybe my grandfather, or maybe, yeah, probably my grandfather, and that just leaves me. My mom's going to drive, so that just leaves me, my grandmother, and my stepfather. That I just can't sit in the back. I'll throw up. So that should be a wonderful fight.
A wonderful fight, yeah. I wish you guys fun and luck.
Yeah, we're probably gonna pop over to the Rainforest Cafe because back in the year was 2005.
Ah.
I went to a Rainforest Cafe. I don't remember it because it was 2005. I was apparently not even 3 yet, so I don't remember it.
Bah! Nice little imagery. Wow.
So yeah, it was great. But in 2008, we went to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld. We went to all 3 parks. Same week. We went to Rainforest Cafe, and I remember really loving it. So there's one next to Niagara Falls, and we're gonna stop by for nostalgia's sake. So that's gonna be pretty interesting because apparently it's modeled after the one in Orlando. So that's gonna be really weird. It's gonna be like a childhood flashback. So yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting. So,
while I sit here doing nothing.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some like makeshift vlogging where I just kind of pull out my phone camera every once in a while to record random things.
Yo, what's up, guys? Cam here. Welcome back to another vlog.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't record myself. I'd probably just put music over it and,
put some SpongeBob music, yeah.
No, just record some stuff. I'm probably gonna do that, like record the waterfall.
Yeah.
Just fun stuff and cut out the music whenever something funny happens,
Yeah, I get it. Like a funny blogger.
Yeah, so hope it's not hot.
I hope not
'Cause
either. I hope
'cause
it's
that would
not
be
raining
awful.
either.
I mean, I don't really mind if it rains because we do have an umbrella, and I mean, we're going there to stare at water anyway. So,
I
but
know,
like,
but still.
I really hope it's not hot because I don't do well in the heat, and the last thing I want to do is stand and look at a waterfall. Because I'll be so tempted to jump in if I'm like if I'm like sweating to death. I want to go in those falls. I die, but I still want to.
You never know.
So
You never
yeah,
know. Just jump off.
just try it. I
Just try
promise
it.
it'll be
Trust
fine.
me. My friend Billy Joe. So he hasn't coming back, but he went down there.
Trust me. My great aunt twice removed did it. But your great aunt twice removed is dead. Exactly.
Think of imagine you a salmon in a small stream and a bear chases you. That's what you are. You're the salmon going
I like how
upstream.
you just said salmon two different ways.
I know.
Pronounced it with the L and without the L. Why do you pronounce it with the L? I don't understand.
Salmon?
Monkey does it too. It's not salmon, it's salmon. The L is silent.
I like it's a better word to say. It's how I say it.
No, it's salmon.
That's how I say it.
I don't care. You're wrong. All the frogs in my pool have died.
That might really
It's a
depressing.
fun fact of the podcast I haven't talked about yet. I had frogs in my pool.
Yeah, like what was it? Not tad frogs, it's pool. I don't know what they're called.
It was gray tree frogs.
Gray tree
Apparently they like water.
Apparently.
Yeah. So like 2 months ago, I heard a lot of like weird frog noises. So I was like, what type of frogs are those? So I looked it up on YouTube and I ended up finding the right call. I was like, I wonder where they are. And then one night, my mom was like, I see rippling in the pool. I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock at night. What's in the pool? Please tell me, what is in the pool? So we go down there, very hesitant. I turn on my phone flashlight, and we see a crud ton of frogs on the ladder, swimming around, on the side of the pool, just being frogs. And, we don't want frogs in our pool because they carry diseases. They're cute, but they carry diseases. So my mom has been battling with frogs and tadpoles for the last 2 months to get the pool completely clean. The frogs have left. They are long gone. They still occasionally I see them hopping around puddles and stuff when it rains, and it's cute. But yeah, our pool was later infested with tadpoles, and last week they all died because my mom cleaned out the pool and got the right stuff, and now we're just waiting for all the algae to die, and then we can swim.
Yay, swimming.
Swimming in a death soup. Animal Crossing is getting an update. It's pretty interesting.
I don't know much about it. Isn't it just a swim update?
It adds. It changes Gulliver to act like a pirate now instead of a sailor. For
That's
some
good.
reason. And it'll give you new pirate themed stuff.
Cool.
And yeah, it'll allow you to go diving and catch a whole host of brand new creatures to add to the museum. And adding things to the museum is my favorite part of Animal Crossing, so I'm all over that. So it's gonna be fun.
Why is your favorite place the museum?
What?
Why is your favorite place the museums? Because of the dinosaurs?
No, it's just because I'm a collector. I like collecting things and having it showed off like achievements. And Animal Crossing doesn't have achievements, so the museum is kind of like its own achievement system.
Right.
And I like to fill it up because it makes me feel achieved.
Right.
That's also why I got all 111 achievements on Minecraft Bedrock. Yeah.
Yeah, because you love achievements, you sick weirdo.
Everyone says, oh, how they don't care about achievements or PlayStation trophies. I love collecting them. There is nothing more satisfying than hearing that achievement or trophy noise come up on and seeing the little thing on your screen. There is nothing more satisfying in gaming, and you
No,
can't tell
yeah,
me.
I honestly, I agree with you, but I would usually do the main thing first, like a main story first, and then do
Yeah,
the
of
achievement
course.
stuff.
Of course.
You can't just like try to find achievements while doing the main story because you get
No,
confused.
unless like you're 2% away from one achievement, then you can just go off the path a little bit and do it. But
Yeah,
no, like that's why I got all the achievements on Minecraft because there really is no straightforward way of playing it. So you can kind of just complete the game however you want. I just like getting achievements. It's fun.
yeah, it
Like
does.
it adds to playtime. Like if you finish the game 100%, you can still get the achievements, so that's still something you could do.
Yeah.
So it just adds to playtime, which I do enjoy, especially my favorite games like Spider-Man PS4. I 100%ed every single inch of that game, and recently 100%ed New Game Plus. But I still have achievements to find, so I'm gonna do that because it's fun.
Yeah. I know how you feel. I did the same thing with my Lego games as a kid. Because I love
Lego
playing
games are awesome.
Lego games. Their achievements are freaking awesome. I love doing them. It's a pain, but it always makes me feel better when I finish them. Oh, one more thing. I think when you're playing like a main story, like something heavy, something like depressing's going on, I think you should be able to. I know you can, but turn trophies off. That way, it doesn't ruin your immersion of what's going on. I don't know. It's a small little note thing.
Oh,
Like for Last of Us or like God of War, I feel like if we had trophies on, it'll just ruin what's going on. It's like, oh, I have an achievement. That's cool.
yeah, I
That's
guess.
it's just a small rant. It doesn't really matter what else games, just single player, heavy stuff. Don't do that.
I think I really have anything else to add today.
I don't either. I think that's really it.
Yeah, it's probably one of the shortest podcasts, but it's better than nothing.
Exactly.
And it's think of this as a little introduction podcast to this channel. And both me and Alec really hope that you enjoy having these on the new channel, because with these on the new channel, not only can we have more time to work on them and just make sure the podcasts are better scripted, better just everything, and not interrupt with anything I'm working on my channel. We'll just have more fun with it on its own channel. So expect to see a lot more professional, much better podcasts in the future. So hope you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we are most likely be excited for that as well.
So yeah, any final words to blow out the podcast with?
Remember, eating cheese is a good thing. You should eat some cheese. Go ahead and eat some cheese after this podcast. You earned it.
Go eat some cheese. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.